Welcome to the Hello Lovely podcast. I'm your host, Christie Williams, and I teach women how to be themselves. As an exclusive life coach for women, I'll teach you how to manage anxiety, make decisions you're confident in, and stop beating yourself up. So let's get started. Hello, lovely. You are listening to the podcast, episode 49. Wow. This is a big accomplishment. Can't believe 49 episodes in. It feels like I just started. And yet it feels like I've been doing it all my life. Do you guys ever feel like that? You know what I'm saying. I think it's so fun that I record the podcast in my house and do all the editing myself. I'll give you a funny example of the realness of that is my husband is working in the kitchen in his office, and I had to just go in there now and ask him if he could keep it down because his phone call was coming through on my recording. So fun. Entrepreneur problems, success problems. Hey, I'll take all of it. I think all of it is a blessing and a reason to celebrate. So much fun. So welcome back, lovelies. I just finished a delicious smoothie. I wanted to check back in because I had told many of you back a few episodes ago that I was working with a nutritionist who's a lifting coach. She is a total boss. I'm all about coaching. I'm all about working with a coach when there's something that you want to make a change to. New way of life for me. If I ever want to accomplish a goal, that's just what I'm going to do now. I'm going to hire a coach. I am not going to do it on my own anymore. Why? I know all the whys I used to think before, all the why nots, why wouldn't I? And you know what? I just never got the full results I wanted. And even when I was making progress, the results just didn't last. So now, obviously, as a coach, I believe in coaching. I know the power of coaching, and having someone as a guide with you the whole way just adds to the power of success. So how great today to be having that topic, make success simple. But I wanted to share with you just a little bit about this process working with Jenny, the nutritionist. She has got me up to, you guys get ready for this, almost 2,000 calories a day, y'all. What? Y'all, I am someone who used to go on diets over and over and eat somewhere between 900 and 1,200 calories a day. There'd be days where I would just fast completely and I lost all of my hunger. And I'm like, yeah, this is such a success. I thought because I wasn't hungry at 900 calories a day that was successful. So of course I lost weight, but I could only go so low and my metabolism was so slow and I was working out every day. I'm like, what is going on? Like, no wonder I would binge and go out of control every now and then on the weekends because I was basically starving myself and didn't know it. You know, we hear of a certain culture of a way of eating, and then we see it works. We see the results of it. I definitely had lost weight. I mean, I'd lost 40 pounds and kept it off for years, but I was starving myself nutritionally. But now I'm building muscle and burning fat at about 1,900 calories a day, guys. And I only work out 4 days a week. It's amazing. So I wanted to share that with you. I get to eat a lot of good food and don't feel like I'm starving or deprived anymore. And guess what? Because I started feeding my body just like a fire, the more you feed it, the more your metabolism grows. It really just comes down to the quality of food and the science behind it. And that's what Jenny has taught me. So I'm going to tag her in here in case you have an interest in that. But there are so many coaches that work on nutrition and weight loss. But I'm going to tag Jenny here because that's who I am working with. And she has got me as a client for life. So now I can just enjoy that freedom of knowing for life how to eat. I will never go back to dieting again because now I've learned how to eat optimally for my body. It's so powerful. So I want you guys to know what's possible. And even though I'm not a health or weight loss coach, I wanted to share that with you because one, I know you love to hear like what I'm up to, and I love sharing my journey with you. It's so fun when you guys ask questions about what I'm up to. But because food and the way we think about food and our bodies and the quality of food we eat really does impact us more than our physical looks. Like food and how we eat is so much bigger than just food and how we eat. It's so much deeper than that. And any way to optimize emotional wellness and life wellness, I am all in for that. So it lines up with today's topic about success. Make success simple. Because there are many ways to complicate success, many reasons not to celebrate the progress we have made. And I want to bring them out here so you can feel more powerful and in more control, like how you really are. You are powerful and in control. What you have built in you to make success simple, it's there. It's always there. And also I'm going to tell you about how we hide from our success sometimes by not celebrating it on the way. Stay tuned for that. So here's the deal. Our brain complicates stuff sometimes. It looks for problems because it's designed to look for danger. There's three main things the brain is doing: making things efficient as possible, looking out for danger, and looking for pleasure. Thanks, brain. While looking for danger is really helpful when a car is coming into your lane or when a tiger comes out of nowhere, looking for danger and problems can take your focus away from what's working when you're working towards goals. Some of the ways we make success complicated are setting really big goals. Now, this in itself, I think, is amazing. I think setting big goals is something that everyone should do at some time in their life at the frequency that makes sense for them without burnout. But setting big goals can really be done in two ways. One, a big goal that you're committed to while supporting yourself and having little markers and mini goals on the way. And two, using a big goal against yourself to measure whether or not you're a good enough human. Like setting a goal to be like, if I reach this goal, that means I'm good enough as a human, as a person. Can you tell which one I don't suggest? You are so right. I can hear you in the back. Number two, you guys, goals aren't a measure of your worth, ever. But when you use them for that reason, usually what they end up doing is making you feel less good about yourself. Isn't that hilarious? We use a goal as a measure of our worth. Usually what it does is make us feel less good about ourselves, even though the goal can't change your worth at all. Using a big goal of any size as a measure of your worth is just not a good idea. When you set a big goal, number one, to be committed to growth and because you want the results, you support yourself. You remind yourself that there are small markers along the way that lead up to big success. You take each of those moments, whether it's small, big, or the fact that you're still all in, as a celebration. You know, sometimes I celebrate that even though I have self-doubt as a human, like humans, we have self-doubt. I celebrate that even though I have self-doubt, I trust I'm not going to quit. How powerful does that feel? That is a celebration. I know even with self-doubt, ain't no way I'm going to quit when I've set a goal according to number one. Because there's a goal, and then there's our reaction to the goal. There's our results, and then there's our reaction to the results. There are moments to celebrate any progress, and then there's our reaction to whether or not we think we should. Listen, you guys, permission granted, and you don't need any. It is always an option to celebrate where you are and the progress you've made, are making, and are committed to making. This doesn't require running yourself into the ground or doing anything perfectly. In fact, as soon as you start to see that urge to do it perfectly, that's when it feels harder. Because you think you're not doing it right or fast enough or some erroneous measure of what it should or would be like had you done it perfectly. It just makes us feel terrible. It makes success feel complicated. Not because it is complicated, but when we start beating ourselves up, that's where it gets complicated. That's where it feels complicated because our emotions are so overwhelming. The emotional experience of trying to bring ourselves back into what we want to accomplish feels so big. And we think it's because the process is complicated. But when we think we should do it perfectly, we give ourselves more opportunity to beat ourselves up. That's what feels complicated. Feels complicated, the emotional weight of it. And I totally get it. Hand raise. Human here. That's why I want you to have this episode and share all the goodies with those who need to hear it. Make success simple. It's not complicated. Is it hard sometimes? Yes. But we make it complicated. This work that I do with my clients and I'm sharing pieces of here takes the complicated out. So ask yourself, how can I make this simpler and more fun? How can I take the complicated out? One way is to set and celebrate every moment of success on the way. Remember how I said we hide from our success sometimes by not celebrating on the way? This is sneaky because we have had success, but we hide from our success by not celebrating it. We think we can only celebrate when we get there, the end of our goal. And that's just not a rule you need to follow. There are no celebration rules. We make them up. So here's the juicy secret. The more you celebrate on the way for anything, making a plan, having doubt and reminding yourself that's not a problem, following your plan during the day, living your life as a woman who's already has the results, which that's super fun, taking time for yourself or doing something kind for someone else that feels authentic. You guys, these make it simpler to reach your goal. These are reasons to celebrate, and there's no reason to wait for success till the end. You're having success all the way through, and you don't have the goal all the way up to the moment that you're done. Like the goal is done when it's done. So all of that time leading up to reaching your goal, all of those moments, all of those days, mean you're in progress and it's working. So think of success as a ladder. At the top of the ladder is your big goal, and you can either set the rungs for your ladder really far apart, like 5 feet apart, or 6 inches apart. Like you literally get to set the rung distance for the celebration. I say literally, even though this is an example, but because it is an example, in the success that you're reaching in your goals, you really set the expectation for yourself how far those rungs are on your ladder. So which is easier? Jumping really hard and putting all your guts into jumping those 5-foot jumps between rungs of celebration, or 6 inches apart? The answer is clear. Do that in goals. Make the rungs of success and celebration super simple. Every step along the way to success is success, even if it doesn't feel like it. Especially if it doesn't feel like it. When you feel like crap and do it anyway and celebrate that you saw that you felt like crap and didn't quit, that's huge. Such a celebration. That's like a couple jumps up on your ladder. We just don't always see it like that. No problem. Progress is changing not just habits, like the actions we're doing, but by the way of thinking. Your mindset changes, and that's why your habits change. So progress is happening as your mindset is changing, as what you're doing and thinking is changing, until they become second nature. Let it feel weird at first. It won't feel second nature right from the get-go, and that's not a problem. Celebrate the fact that you're doing it anyway. It's so worth it. So enjoy that, lovely. Can't wait to hear all the ways you're making success simpler and more fun after this episode. And if you want to take this work deeper and work one-on-one with a coach, let's talk. Go to MissChristieWilliams.com, click on Work with Christie to schedule a clarity call. It is so possible to change your overall experience with self-esteem and emotions and reaching goals. It's a simple process, and I'll share all of that with you on your clarity call. Love you all so much. Have so much fun this week making success simple, and I'll see you next time. Hey, lovely. If you want to be more confident on the outside, you have to start on the inside. If you don't take time to create an amazing relationship with yourself, it will show up in every other area of your life. If you feel stuck or don't know how to be yourself, I invite you to work with me one-on-one. Go to MissChristieWilliams.com and sign up for a free call to join my 6-month program. That's MissChristieWilliams.com, and I'll see you in session.